I was born in that part of the country which is now called Pakistan.
1947, the year one country became two, India and Pakistan. People were forced to move out of villages they have lived in for years. 15 million people were displaced in this process. Up to 1.5 million people had died.
I was born in a village named Karyal in the district Gujranwala, West Punjab, on 3rd of January 1934. I had just moved to district Shekhupura for my matriculation studies, and then this partition of India happened.
For nearly 200 years, Britain ruled over India's 380 million people. However, Indians were not happy about this and fought for decades to rid themselves from British rule.
I was 13 years old when this partition happened in 1947. Before that, we all Hindu, Muslim, Sikhs, we all lived together, studied together. In the boarding school, in the boarding house, we all lived together, side by side. The only difference was that we had different kitchens. There was one for Hindu Sikhs and one for the Muslim. Otherwise, we lived there, like an ordinary, people. There was no clash. We didn't know any hatred among Hindus, Muslims, or anything.
By 1946, everything had changed. World War II had left Britain bankrupt. Due to the expensive World War, the cost of maintaining an army in India couldn't be paid for, as Britain were left in a bad state.
At that time, we didn't have any communication like telephone or radio. We didn't know what was happening outside. But in 1947, India was being made, given independence. But at the same time, India was divided into the West Punjab, some area of West Punjab, and the West Bengal that was given to a Muslim populated area, and that was called Pakistan.
India's independence leaders were divided over what should happen after Britain left. Indian National Congress, under its leader Pandit Nehru and Mahatma Gandhi, demanded a single state where all religion lived side by side. However, Muslims feared living under Hindu majority.
This partition talk was going on, but we didn't know. We lived in the villages. We didn't have any way of knowing, no radio, no telephone, nothing of that sort. So certainly it was a great surprise for us. And when we were in our village, and people from that Gujranwala side, they were passing through our village with their little bit, whatever in their hand, whatever they could carry. And we were thinking, why these foolish people are, where they are going, why they are going. There had been changes of administration and government before, but there was no sort of change. People never moved from one place to another. So we were thinking they are the fool. And then suddenly we had this message from a village that was 4 or 5 miles away, that military is coming and they are shooting every Hindu over there, and you got to run for your life.
The partition that took place in 1947 led to the largest mass migration in human history due to the millions of Hindus, Muslims and Sikhs that were displaced during it.
Everybody left My situation, our situation was very, very different. Every able-bodied man, they left. But our situation was entirely different. My mother had a stroke only a little while ago, and the left side had become, it was very difficult for her to walk. And I have a younger sister, about 6, 7 years old. And I have a grandfather who was nearly 100 years old. So it was very, very difficult. Everybody left. Everybody left. And in the end, I can't forget that situation when the times stood still. My father got me out of the house, came outside at the border of the village. So my father put me at the back of the horse, back of that horse that another man was riding. I was unable to think. I was stunned. I didn't know what was happening. Why it was happening. I didn't question. And after we left, then he said to me, he showed me that you go and we will be coming soon. I don't know. So what happened? There some people came to get some of their possessions, and my father met them, and they said, Masterji, you are here? I said, well, I got no way to go. So they helped them, and we met after a couple of days at the camp. Where was that? Then people were coming by train. Some people were coming from Pakistan. Hindus were coming in a caravan. But we were there in the camp called Sacha Sauda, Mandi Chudkana, and over there, after a few days, we got a train to Amritsar. And that was that. That was, we left everything, whatever. We just walked in the 3 clothes, that we were wearing. Nothing else, because we couldn't carry, because our situation was such. So, but good thing is my father was a qualified teacher. He had his diploma or certificate with him. After a couple of days, he went to the district office, education district office, and he got his job. And thankfully, we never, ever, even for one day, stayed in a refugee camp. So I don't like myself ever to be called a refugee, because how one could be a refugee in one's own country,